What's up? What's up? What's up, people? Let me see if everything is working properly. Hopefully it is. Just make sure. Yep, looks like everything is working just fine. One quick second. What's up? What's up? Osama B. Hopefully you're not Osama bin Laden. How are you doing? Pretty good, and yourself? Pretty good. Let's see, so we got two people, I think. Usually there is like a lag from YouTube and from what I'm doing, so that's why I'm just waiting a little bit. So today we have more time. Yesterday I was actually in a rush. As I said yesterday, it was like a quick test, but today we're gonna be talking about a lot of things. You are from Saudi Arabia. That's nice. That's cool. I would love to go there. What's up, Luke? What's up, Luke? What's up, AN? What's up? What's up? So yeah, today basically we're gonna be talking about the goal for this wallet, what I'm gonna be farming, what I am expecting, basically everything, because today I have a lot of time. So you guys can ask a lot of questions. I'm gonna be answering a lot of questions. We're gonna be farming some cool stuff also, and basically showing you guys all the process. What's up, James? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the good stuff. What's up, Bath? Let me go ahead and double check something here. Okay, looks like everything is correct. Yep. You're from Tunisia. That's nice. Damn, we are actually international. I'm actually from Haiti, by the way. Even though I don't look Haitian, I'm from Haiti. So yeah, I'm from Haiti, but I live in the Dominican Republic. If I have a Telegram group, no, I don't. I only have Discord. I actually don't like Telegram. I don't know why, but I don't like it. How do you find the time to farm multiple wallets with so many projects? I keep missing the task. Man, it is actually pretty hard to do, to be honest. It takes some time, but with everything, whenever you're getting better with it, it gets easier, and also you can do it quicker. What I usually recommend to do is that whenever you're starting, if it is your first time, maybe do like one or two test nets because they're free, and then do the main projects like zkSync, Layer 0, just to understand how farming works. And from there, you can just continue to add more and more projects. Because for me, I am not 100% into crypto. I have my own life. I work. I have my wife. I have a dog. So yeah, I still have to look for some time to do the farming process. And yes, actually, it takes a lot of money. If you're farming multiple wallets, it can be kind of costly, to be honest. It can be, just because of the gas fees. If you do have a lot of funds, like $1,000 to play with each wallet, it is not that expensive because you can add a lot of volume with $1,000, $500. But whenever you have 10, 20 wallets that you need to maybe deposit like $200 per wallet, then it is quite difficult because you will need to take a lot of transaction. As I mentioned yesterday, I have one of my wallets. I think it is one of my first or maybe second wallet on zkSync, which has like $25,000 in volume. And I did that with $200, $300. But in the end, I think I spent like $232 on gas fees. So it is, yeah, it is quite expensive. It is a lot. Let me drop the sound a little bit. Let me double check something here. I think it should be here. Let's see. Current viewers 8, perfect. Oops. Oh, this should be this. So basically the goal of this wallet that we're gonna be farming, well, we already started farming that wallet, is that I think we should be able to come with a profit of around maybe $20,000 up to $40,000 with the $400 that I have in that wallet. It might sound a little bit crazy, but I already have like 120 projects that we can farm, and obviously we're not going to be farming all of them, we're not going to be making money from all of them, but the way that I think is that if I hit at least 60% of my goal, which is $40,000, that is still $24,000, $20,000, which is pretty good. And the end goal is that we're going to take that money and invest it into some good tokens. So hopefully by 2025, we can do a good maybe 6, 10x. And guys, doing a 6x in crypto is actually nothing. We are in a bear market, and I have one of my wallet which already has like 4x's, like 3.5 or 4x's already. So doing 10x's is actually super easy to do. So that's the goal, to farm some projects, do maybe 20 to 25K in profit, then invest that money into some projects and hopefully make like a 10x. And in the end, we can make at least 250K, which is completely achievable. Because I have one of my wallets in farming, which since March, I think it is up like 6 or 7K in profit. I have another one which has like 3K in profit just from airdrops. So right there, I'm already up $10,000 in airdrops. So by 2025, I actually think we can do even much better. There are a new project called Chroma Layer 2. You're gonna have a look at it. There is a quest on Galaxy. I haven't heard about it, Chroma, to be honest. Usually I don't like to do the Galaxy quest. I don't know why, I just don't like it. I'm like, I actually prefer to just do on-chain things. But yeah, we can do it. How many alts maximum do you think holding till 2025 is sensible? It really depends on your capital, to be honest. It really depends. So for example, if you have like $10,000 in a wallet, I do think that maybe anywhere between 5 and 10 coins should be good. Usually what I would do is like 60 to 70% of my funds will go to top projects. So for example, I would have some funds on ETH, on Arbitrum, on Optimism, on, let's see what else. Stargate Finance, which is another one that I really like. Maybe in the future when we get the token for zkSync, then I will be also holding zkSync. And then I would take like 20% and then divide it into smaller projects. Anything that is under $50 million market cap. So I know that I would maybe allocate like $300, $500. So if I lose it, I'm okay with that. But if I make it, I might make maybe 50x, 25x, 100x on some of these projects. So that's why I do it. Maybe we'll do an airdrop. Chroma. Okay, let me go ahead and write it here. I'm gonna go ahead and double check that later on. Chroma. Okay, interesting. I actually like layer 2s. They're actually the easiest to farm. We'll check that out. So yeah. As I said, that's actually the goal for this wallet. We're gonna be farming whenever we get a profit from an airdrop. We're gonna be removing maybe 25%, 50%, or even 75% of it, and then we're gonna move it to another wallet so we can invest for the long term, so we can get even more money. The goal is not to just hit $20,000 and call it a day. The goal is just to reinvest over the long run. I'm not going to be farming over and over. What I really want to do is make some money and then move it into long-term investment. So as you can see, like with $400, we might make like 100K, 200K, and that's a pretty good investment. Like really, really good. From $400 to 200K, that is a lot of excess. So not bad at all. So let me show you guys what I have been doing. So what I am doing is tracking my transactions here on my spreadsheet. By the way, this is not finished because I am removing some things. I am trying to do it a little bit more simplified just to get all the information. And why I do this, it is because some of the checkers like zkSync, netlify.app, they will not show you your volume, for example, on autos, on DerbDex, on LeFi. So there is no way for you to know what is your actual volume or when did you took your first transaction. So that's why I'm using a spreadsheet. There is a link in the description for it, but also you need to know that I'm going to be updating this. But even if I updated it, you will be getting the new one in the future. If you don't want to use it, just use maybe pen and paper or go to your spreadsheet and add at least the date that you took your first transaction, the amount, and also the gas fees. So you know in the future, okay, so the last time that I took a transaction on LeFi was maybe a month ago. So now I need to take another transaction so it can show that I have some consistency with the project and I am also adding more volume. As I mentioned before, my goal with all of these smaller projects like LeFi, Satori, all those, is that I need to have at least $1,000 in volume. I am saying that because Jupiter, which is one project on Solana, I think the minimum was $1,000 in volume to receive the airdrop. So there you go. So usually it is between $500 and $1,000. But since there is a lot of people farming airdrops, it looks like now they're adding a minimum at $1,000 in volume. So always make sure that if you can do it, to try to push above $1,000. And obviously you don't need $1,000 to add $1,000 in volume. You just need to take a lot of transactions to do so. So let me go ahead and show you the example right here. So if I do this and I scan on on zkSync, so you guys will see that I am only getting the information for zkSync. So I don't know what is my volume on autos, what is my volume on LeFi, what is my volume on any other projects, on NFTs to me, which is also tokenless. So that's why I'm tracking it. So always make sure that you're also tracking your transactions. If I am doing any testnet, yes, I am. I'm gonna be talking about them today. Actually, that's why I have it there. I have them here. I'm gonna show it in just a second. I am doing testnet. Most of the time, I don't like to do testnets. To be honest, I do recommend them if you want to learn a little bit about airdrops, but most likely you're not gonna be receiving any airdrops from testnet. Maybe like 5% of the time. So always make sure that if you're farming one, it is maybe confirmed, or you have like a high you really think that you're gonna be receiving the airdrop. So let's see if we go here. The first one that I want to mention is Zetachain. They used to have an option that you would come here and take a weekly swap to earn some points, but unfortunately that is done. So right now you can only join through a link. So if you have a referral link, you will be getting like 5,000 points or 7,000 points. So there is a link in the description for Zetachain, and it is a confirmed airdrop. Then I'm gonna be making another video in the future on how you can take some transaction on Zetachain. You will not be getting any more points, but at least it will show that you have some activity on Zetachain. By the way, you need to connect your Twitter account and I think also Discord. Let's see. Well, it should be here. Primary wallet. No, only your Twitter account. only your Twitter account, you need to connect it so it can show that you are not a fake account. And then you're gonna have your points, and then you can also take some transactions. Zetachain is basically like a blockchain, so there is a lot of application built now on Zetachain. If we go to home, you can see that there are some options here. They have Eddy Finance, Linux, I don't know, P12, and many options that you can use. This is completely on testnet. So just for Zetachain, currently the only projects that I am farming that are on testnet is Zetachain and Supra Oracles, because that is the only way for you to farm it. Zetachain and then Supra. Supra, on the other hand, since it is an oracle, you need to join and then answer some weekly questions. So once you're here, you will click on jump to latest question. You're gonna click here, and then it will ask you to answer a weekly question so you can earn some Supra tokens. That's it. Usually what I like to do is that I would copy everything here and then paste it into ChatGPT, and I would get the answer, because you only get one shot for this. So always make sure that you copy it, go to ChatGPT, and get the answer so you can earn some points and hopefully also some Supra tokens. There is also a giveaway, which if you join, you might get a Toyota Supra, which is worth 45K. And if you are outside of the US, then you're gonna be getting the funds. So basically 45K, maybe USDC or PAX Gold. And lastly, there is something that is called community goals, that every time they reach the community goal, we're gonna be getting more tokens. So right now I'm at 650, but I also have 250 that I'm gonna be receiving by the end of the event. If it goes up, there is another 40 tokens and then 60 tokens, and that's it. Other than that, I'm not really getting involved with any other testnets, to be honest. Just like Osama said, most of them are really a waste of time. So just Supra and Zetachain are the only one that I'm getting involved. So let me know, guys, if you have any quick questions before we start farming the wallet today. We're gonna be using the review, which AN mentioned yesterday. What is the website for the review? Let me go to DeFi Llama. Oh, Venom. Yeah, I'm also doing Venom. Venom is a pain in the ass, to be honest. There is a lot of tasks. I'm also doing Venom. I forgot about Venom. Yeah, I'm doing it. What do you think about Venom Wallet Testnet? They have a lot of funding and some kind of a task related, I guess. Yeah, Venom is good. Venom is good. I really don't think we're gonna be making a lot of money from the airdrop, to be honest. Most likely no. It looks like there is just a lot of hype behind it. Most likely we will have the option to then start farming Venom once it go to mainnet, and then we will have like a multiplier for being an active user in testnet. That's how I see it. Also, for all of you that were asking questions about farming multiple wallets, again, guys, make sure that you're using a VPN. As I mentioned yesterday, whenever you're using a different wallet, go and switch to another location. I'm using Surfshark, but you can use whatever you like. The good thing with Surfshark, by the way, is that you can create a dedicated IP address, which will be yours. But obviously, you would have to pay like $3 extra if you want to use that. But if not, you can just switch between your locations. Yeah. If you want to use Surfshark, there is also a link in the description for it. But if you want to use a dedicated IP, that would be actually the way to go. But you would have to pay like $3 per month, something like that. So first project for today is the review. The review is just like Satoshi Finance. You do have the option to trade, do some prediction, which is gambling, obviously. So you can say if the price of ETH will go up over the next 5 minutes or down over the next 5 minutes. So we have 5, 15, 1 hour, 4 hours, and then 1 day. And that's it. I think the lowest amount is like $5. Let me double check. Yeah, I think the minimum is $5. Oh, by the way, I need to remove my funds from Satoshi Finance, I think. Let me go ahead and double check that. I think I have my USDC on Satoshi Finance from yesterday. No. Do I have my funds? I don't know. Because I don't have... Yeah, available. 296. I have my funds on Satoshi Finance. I need to remove that. So let's go ahead and do confirm. And remove my funds. So we can trade with it on the review. God damn, $2? And now we have to wait a little bit. Let me make sure that everything is working properly here. Yeah, looks like, yeah, everything is working properly. Alrighty, so I have my funds. Okay, so here's my balance, 296. So again, here I can predict, I can also take some swaps, and then perps, which is just trading with leverage. Again, the review is tokenless. So by adding volume on the review, we're gonna be farming the review. And the good thing is that we don't need to deposit our funds. So I actually like it a little bit better than Satoshi Finance because we don't need to deposit our funds. So we can take some trades, ETH. We can do some swapping. To be honest, the swapping feature is kind of expensive when we put it in comparison to others. I think it is like $2 in gas fees. So I would actually just go with perps to add volume. Did I farm Kilo X? Yes, I am farming Kilo, but on Menta Pacific, which is another blockchain that we're gonna be reviewing or farming in the future. Yes, I am farming Kilo. I actually like Kilo a lot. So, just like yesterday, we're gonna go long or short on ETH. I'm gonna be using USDC for that. Let me check something. If I go $100, yeah, 0.24, that should do the trick. So are we going long or short? Long or short on this? First need to allow, so let me first do this to approve the transaction first. Man, the review is extremely expensive in terms of gas fees. I don't know why, because usually whenever I need to approve a transaction on Odos or any other place, it is usually like 20 cents. But the review is kind of expensive for the gas fees. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. I got 4.7 points. Hope will be something good. Nice. I think I have 4.9k in points also. Just make sure that you continue to farm it to add more volume. and you farm it. Where are you farming it? On Menta or OPBNB? I think these are the two networks that you can use. OPBNB and Menta on Kilo X. And by the way, for you guys that don't know what Kilo X is, it is just like the review. You can take some perps trades, so basically trade with leverage. So let's go long. Should we go long? This looks ugly, to be honest. Oh, going down. And let's see, another thing that we're gonna be farming. Let me see if I can find the link, which is T. No. Let's see if I can find the link here, Tiva. What was the name? Tiva Era? It is a game on zkSync, yeah, tivaera.com. Okay. Well, let's go up. Let's take a long. Holy shit. Who's gonna pay $8 in gas fees? Oh, no, 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 no. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna take that trade. Man, $8 in gas fees? Most likely I'm gonna receive part of that back, but still, that is expensive. Let's wait. Let's freaking wait. Tiva Era, I think was the name. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Tiva Era. Do they have the link added? Yeah, tivaera.com. So this is a game on zkSync. Pretty simple, fun to use, but the good thing is that you can add transaction on zkSync. So once you're here, you click on login, continue with MetaMask, next, connect. Sign, and then you have to mint a citizen ID, which is free, I think. We're just gonna be paying like the fees, yeah, 1.87. Confirm. So basically we're adding more and more volume, and I got 91 cents back. So cool. We don't need to do this, but in the future we're gonna be doing it because you can bridge those NFTs to add some volume on layer 0. So we're gonna do skip, and then right here you can actually play a game. You can play on your phone or web. So let me just click here. Basically that is the game. Fairly simple. And again, the good thing is that you're adding more and more volume to zkSync, which is what is important. Because usually a Sybil wallet, usually they don't have like gaming transactions. So it is always good to use this type of things, gaming, NFTs, and things like that. Let me remove Satori. Oops. Let me reload this. Still waiting for this to load. And by the way, guys, let me know if there is any projects that you guys like on zkSync so we can also check that out. Let me see if it is actually less expensive to open the long with ETH. It might be. Then I would just go and swap my USDC. Yeah, it is a little bit less expensive. Well, let me go ahead and do that. Let me swap my USDC for ETH on Odos, and then we're gonna take a swap. A trade. Let's approve. And there you go. I guess you were right. Actually, the price is going up. 62. Oh, it is 63. Let me reload. Oh, there we go. So I have my funds. 0.05. Yeah. 5x. 0.25. Let's open the long. Hopefully it is not expensive again. $6. Let's see, and then we're gonna be confirming. Oh, well, actually we got 63%, so $6. We actually paid like $3. Well, not bad. That's okay. And this is open. So now, as you can see, the P&L is up just a few cents. Nothing really interesting. And again, we can do prediction. The only thing with prediction is that usually I don't make money out of it. If you guys want, we can do it. 5 minutes, but I have to spend $5. So the likelihood of me making money is not really high. Mint fund will take snap on 30. Really? How do you know that, Osama? Because if it is, I need to be taking a few transactions on mint fund. Huh. Interesting. So here's the game. I don't want. Goddamn. Okay. Game starting. I'm just gonna show you guys the process for the gaming. Let's see if I remember how it was. Okay. Press down. Okay, to slide. And there is another thing that I can press, but I don't remember. I think it was like Q or something like that. So yeah, that's the game. Actually, just one super simple game, nothing crazy. Okay, so oops. And that's it. So that is the game, guys. As you can see, I'm actually not a gamer, so I'm pretty bad at these things. Boost. And we're done. That's it. So this was just the tutorial. Then you can play, but with other people. So live, you can play with other people. $38 is the next, 38.8 is the next for BTC or return. Now I hate birds. They say it on Twitter. Really? Man, I have to double check that. Because if it is, man, I'm gonna be minting the heck out of mint fund. I actually need to do it then. Most likely we're gonna be doing that today. So let's see this, how it is doing. Okay, so up, if you send, oh, not bad at all. Okay. It is going up. Nice, nice. The only thing I'm not 100% sure is how the heck do you add your TP and stop loss here? It looks like you just gotta close. Let me see something. Yeah, that's it. So you can only just close your position, which is kind of dumb, to be honest. Should we close? Let me know if we should close or just wait a little bit more. To be honest, $1.40 is not going to change my life. But still, since we are in profit. So by now, let's go ahead and double check on ZK Codex to see what are our volume on zkSync. And let's see, so my volume for zkSync is at 1.3K. My fees is at $7, kind of high, but that's okay. Interaction is at 10. Then interacted contract is at 6, so that is great. Then, so unique is at 6, but interaction is 10. I have 2 NFTs, which is one from yesterday from NFTs to me, and then one from Tiva Era. And my balance and my ranking, which is at 82%, but obviously we just started yesterday, so in the future we will push this up. I have one of my accounts at 2% and the other one at 3%, so these are actually pretty good. I think I have another one at like 4 or 5%, and then all of the other ones are actually under 10%, 10, 20%, most of them. Wait for 200 then hit, should happen. Well, I hope so. I hope so. If it doesn't, I'm gonna give you my wallet address so you can transfer some funds. Just kidding. Nice, nice, great. It is going up. It is going up. So let's go ahead and check what else we can do on zkSync today. By the way, guys, we're gonna be farming a lot of other projects, a lot of other blockchains. The only thing is that every single time that we bridge, usually we have to pay like $2 to $3 to bridge. So that's why I like to leave my funds on a blockchain for a few days so I can take a few transactions before I move it to another one. But we have a lot of blockchains that we can farm. We have Scroll, which is one that I want to add a lot of volume with that wallet. I already have like 3 wallets, which has already over $10,000 in volume. Menta, I do like it, but since it is a new blockchain, it is kind of expensive. Usually the fees can be like $3, just like zkSync back in the day. Then we also have Linea. I do like Linea, but there is not a lot of things to do on Linea. I do like Scroll a little bit better. What else we got? We have Starknet, which I do like it. Also Solana. I was talking to someone in my Discord group today, which you can find a link in the description for it. If you are low on capital, use Solana to farm some projects, because Solana, the gas fees on Solana is just like 3 cents per transaction. So even if you have like $25, you can add like $1,000 in volume, maybe by taking 100 transactions, which still it is under $1 in gas fees. And there is a lot of projects on Solana. I do have a list that we're gonna be farming also, most likely maybe next week, but even though I'm gonna be posting a video this week on some of the projects that I'm farming on Solana. But if you're low on capital, Solana is actually the way to go, and then maybe doing some zkSync and Layer 0 and other things. We need to transfer funds and firm with zkSync Lite also. Yes, you should do it. You should do it. That is something that we're going to be doing in the future. Right now, my focus is just to add some more volume on zkSync Era, since that is the main. But yes, we're going to be doing it in the future. zkSync, you should be doing it. The good thing is that zkSync Lite is pretty cheap. So if you send like $100 to zkSync Lite, and you leave it there and you just take maybe 1 or 2 transactions per day, you should be good. But also there is not a lot of things to do on zkSync Lite. Maybe Zigzag, I think that is the only project that you can use on zkSync Lite. Someone tell me free airdrops. Well, we already mentioned that. Free airdrops, the only one that I'm doing is Zetachain, which you would find a link in the description for it, and Supra Oracles. Other than that, most of them are just waste of time. So just try to save maybe $100 and farm the main project. In the end, don't focus in free airdrops. You want to be farming some projects that you're gonna be receiving a big chunk of money. Because once you receive $3,000, $4,000 from an airdrop, if you spend $20 or $50 on gas fees, it doesn't really matter because you still made $3,000 on an airdrop. Like for example, for me, the projects that we're gonna be farming, like zkSync, I truly think that we can make like $4,000 to $5,000 just from zkSync. Plus, if we use other projects like the Revio, which is tokenless, if we use Dordex, which they already have a token, but Satori Finance, Hold Station, they already did the airdrop, but there is still 8% of the token allocated for airdrops. Let's see what else we might use. SyncSwap is tokenless. So basically just for zkSync, in between zkSync and also the smaller projects that are built on zkSync, you might be able to pull maybe $6,000 to $7,000 just for zkSync, guys. Then you can do the same for Starknet. All of the projects on Starknet are actually tokenless. So we can take 10K Swap, Jedi Swap, Sit Swap, AVNU, Ikubo, Hyperliquid. What else? MySwap is also tokenless. Onframe, which is an NFT marketplace. Starknet ID, I don't know if they're gonna be doing an airdrop, but right there you already have like 10 projects that you can farm on Starknet that are tokenless, including also Starknet. So you can make like 4 or 5K just from the Starknet airdrop, then maybe 2 to 3Ks on smaller projects. So again, another 5 to 8Ks. So just from zkSync and Starknet, you can make more than $10,000. So as easy as that. Then you can do the same with Scroll. So you might make maybe 2 to 3K on Scroll. Then we have Linea, maybe the same, 2 to 3K on Linea. Then Manta Pacific, 2 to 3K. So in total, making 20K from these projects, it is completely achievable. Let me go ahead and close this. So yeah, again, this is the website. Whenever you don't have a lot of funds, go to Tether Era, mint your NFT, and then take a few transactions. Again, don't do all of these transactions in just one day. Just spread it out. So today, maybe use the Revio, tomorrow, use Tether Era, and then maybe the third day, use all those, so on and so forth, so you can just continue to add more and more volume. And yeah, again, Solana is super cheap, super cheap, man. Really, really cheap. It doesn't even make sense how cheap it is. What was my entry price? 260. Okay, cool. Let's see. What should we be farming right now? I'm actually thinking about farming Scroll a little bit, but I have my funds here locked, so I don't know. Should we farm Scroll today? Should we add some volume? The good thing is that we can also check our volume on Scroll. So, for example, here, if you use this as a guide, you can get a few airdrop. I'm gonna be farming zkSync, Linea. I don't like base. I don't think we're gonna be getting an airdrop for base, so I'm gonna be skipping that. Scroll, I'm gonna be farming it. Zora, I'm gonna be farming it. Yes, for sure. Polygon, zk EVM, PGN, Menta, and then Starknet. Yeah. So this PGN is a new blockchain, so we're gonna also be farming that. Most likely we're not gonna be receiving the airdrop anytime soon since it is brand new, but still we're gonna be adding some volume so it can actually show that we have been using the project for some time. Polygon zk EVM, I don't think we're gonna be receiving an airdrop. If you guys wanna do it, go for it. But since I only have $400 within that wallet, I would focus on PGN, Menta, Starknet, and all of these other ones. Oh, let's check other ones. So for example, let's say we want to farm scroll. So I actually do the same process for most of them. I would just come here on DeFi Llama. I do have some other website to check some projects, but I usually use DeFi Llama for this. I go to airdrop, filter the chain, then I click on TVL, and on scroll, I am really adding volume on Zebra, Ambient, and then Satoshi Finance. These are my go-to, these three, because all of them are tokenless. And Zebra, the TVL is pretty good, 3.19. Zebra is just a DEX, so to be honest, usually I just take a few swaps between ETH, USDC, and then USDC to USDC, and maybe DAI, so on and so forth. And I just try to push it above $10,000. Oh, let's see. I really want to farm something else today, but it's still thinking. What should we add? Let me go back to zkSync. I think Rollup Finance is not tokenless, but let's go ahead and double check. I think they have their token. I think it is RLP. Yeah, they have their token. So here's the price. So that is not something that I'm going to be using. You can do so if you want, just to add some volume, or if you like the project, but I'm not going to be farming or using Rollup Finance because they are not tokenless, and I just want to increase my chances of making more and more money. That's my end goal here. So we can actually remove that. I don't know what are these, and to be honest, the TVL at $79, it is not something that I want to get involved with. SyncSwap is another one that is tokenless, but they had like an event for you to farm the project, and right now it is paused, so I'm not going to be using SyncSwap, but I do like it. It is a pretty good DEX. To be honest, I do think it is the best DEX for zkSync right now, and it is also the cheapest one. Eralan, I mentioned that yesterday. I don't like it anymore because they had a hack, and I think I lost like $50. And they have an announcement that they're gonna be giving back our funds, and we have been waiting for like 4 to 5 months. So I'm not gonna be using Eralan anymore. See what else. RubyDex, I don't like this project. It is extremely shady, to be honest. I don't like it. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and come here and add some transactions for today. We had 11/28/2023. Let's do all those. I think my volume was 296. And my gas fee must be around 62 cents. Let's see if I can find it. That was yesterday. Is that the one? Now I don't know what was my transaction on all those. I'm just gonna be using 0.62. Later on I can check how much it was. And again, usually I just use this spreadsheet just for me to have to know more or less how much volume I have. I don't need to know 100% what is my gas fee, what is my volume. I just need to know when I took my last transaction and also what is my volume. So whenever I come here, I can see that my volume on all those it is at 605. So I know that I just need to take some more transaction to increase it to $1,000 or whatever my goal it is for all those. And also here it will be added automatically. All the information. So you have zkSync. I just added not farming for Arbitrum because I'm not farming Arbitrum. Then months transacted, it is 11 because we are in November. Last transaction today. Total transaction is at 5, but I still need to add some more transactions like the review and all of these other things. And Tiva era also. Let's see. So yeah, people, let me know. Question. What else should we farm on zkSync? Because to be honest, I don't remember what else we have that is tokenless on zkSync. Usually I just use Satoshi Finance, the review, and then all those to farm it. Zoma protocol, it is an option protocol, but to be honest, I'm not really into options, so I don't know. Not really good with options. And usually lending protocols are things that I don't like, unfortunately, because I lost some funds on Erlang, so I don't know. I'm like 50-50 with some of these projects. But most likely I would have to do it because on Starknet, I would like to farm Ikubo, and you need to add some funds to or add some liquidity to Ikubo to farm it. I guess it should stay at 1.3K. I don't think we have more volume than that. Let's go ahead and double check. Yeah, 1.3. Alrighty. As you can see, well, we started yesterday, so most likely by the end of this week, today is Tuesday, most likely by the end of this week or starting next week, we should be sitting at $10,000. Oh, one thing that I want to mention, if you guys want to have like a requirement or something that you want to follow whenever you're taking your volume, just use this. Do Arbitrum airdrop requirement and look for it on the images. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. Well, I hope you guys can see this. Okay, there we go. So for Arbitrum, you would have to bridge some funds into Arbitrum 1. And as you can see, they're not mentioning that you had to use the main bridge. So that's why usually I'm not using the main bridge. So I don't really care. But yeah, if you want to be safe, go ahead and use the main bridge. Bridge some funds, then take a transaction during 6 months. Then we have, 2 months, 6 months, 9 months. So again, that is something that if you're tracking your transactions, you will know when you started, how many transactions that you have been taken. So for example, if I change all those transactions here and I change it to, let's do October, and I come back, it is showing that I took one transaction or some transactions in October and then some transactions in November. So that's why you need to be very consistent. And in the end, it doesn't really matter if you're adding a lot of volume during those months. Just make sure that you're just taking a few transactions. So for example, if you only have a few cents or a few dollars, just come here and mint a free NFT, and it will show that you actually took a transaction. Or it's Era also, it will show that you're taking a transaction. Then we have 4 transactions or interacted with more than 4 smart contracts. Right now we are at 6 contracts, so pretty good. And we are at 10 transactions. Then we have 4, 10, 25, and then 100. So 100 different protocols is actually kind of hard, but if you can take more than 100 transactions, then it would be good. At least so you can increase your chances, because these are actually points. So every time, let's say I got this one, then I got this one, then this one, it is actually increasing my points, and I'm going to be receiving more and more airdrops. And I think they were talking zkSync to Arbitrum and also Optimism, because they needed some help with the airdrop and the point mechanism. So most likely it will resemble this process right here. So that's why I'm using it, and most of us are actually using it. Then we have transaction exceeding $10,000 in value. So again, you need to be taking aggregated volume. So if you have $1,000, 10 transaction would be $10,000 in volume. Then we have 50,000, then 250,000. So again, it is aggregate volume. You don't need to take one transaction with 250K. Then we have deposited more than $10,000 in liquidity into Arbitrum. So yeah, we're gonna find a way to add some liquidity. Then we have 50,000 for Arbitrum liquidity, and then 250K. Most likely I'm not gonna be meeting these requirements, but if you can do it, go ahead and do it. Then also they have points earned with Arbitrum Nova. Carlos, you asked if we should be using zkSync Lite. Yes, 100%, because you can see here, this is for Arbitrum 1, and then they have Arbitrum Nova. So make sure that you're also adding some volume on zkSync Lite. We have bridge funds, then conducted more than 3 transactions, 5 transactions, then 10 transactions. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that right away, right now. I'm gonna use Orbiter.finance. I think they have the option to send some funds to zkSync Lite. By the way, this is another bridge, which is also tokenless. So we're basically also farming Orbiter Finance, more and more farming, more money, more airdrops. Is zkSync ever going to actually happen? For sure, they need to do so. They need to do it. Let me go ahead and show you guys something before I move here. If we do CryptoRank.io. All of these projects, whenever they have investors, they need to do a token launch. They need to do it. Let me go ahead and type zkSync. You go to funding rounds. And right now you can see that they raised $458 million. So right now they have investors like Dragonfly, Blockchain Capital, Andreessen, I don't know, Variant, Lightspeed, BitDAO, not bad at all. Consensus, which is the project from Linea, Crypto.com, Alchemy, Blockchain.com, Placeholder. Let's see, Union Square, 1KX, Hashfound, Decrypt Capital. Okay. So all of these investors, in the end, how do you think they're going to cash out their money? So if I'm investing $1 million into a project, the only way for me to get my money back is if I receive some tokens. And they have been investing since 2019, guys, 2019. 3 years in crypto is like 300 years. So they need to get an airdrop. They need to get their funds so they can start selling and then investing into other smaller projects so they can continue to make some more money. So always, whenever you're seeing a lot of investors, a lot of capital moving into a project, I would say like 80-90% of the time there is a token launch, an airdrop coming. most of the time because they need to do it. That's the only way for them to get their money back and make a profit and then move that money into another investment. If it would be like only one investor, then okay, they might not. But as you can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So currently they have 15 investors. And all of them, they're waiting to make some money. zkSync and Starknet, I think will initiate the bull run after the halving, setting up the narrative and ambience. Yeah, I actually think that. Most likely, I think that by 2024, like Q2, they should do the token launch. They should do it. Because in the end, if they wait too much, then they're going to be losing some interest. Obviously, less people are going to be taking transaction on the blockchain. They're going to be making less money. So in the end, they need to do it. So yeah, most likely by 2024, we should get the airdrop. So let's see. Maybe Q2 is what I'm expecting, which the halving, I think it is Q2, if I'm not mistaken, the Bitcoin halving. How do you add zkSync to MetaMask? Super easy. Actually, if you go to autos and you switch here to zkSync and then you connect your wallet and then you refresh, it will add it automatically. It will show that you need to approve the network, and that's it. Let me see if they have a network that I don't have within my wallet, or you can also use chainlist.org. You connect your wallet and then you look for zkSync. This is a project from DeFi Llama, so it is pretty safe. Just type zkSync and there you go. You can connect your wallet and then add it automatically. It will add it for you automatically. So that is one way to do it, I think. You cannot find it on Chainlist. Did you type zkSync? Halving is April 2024. Yeah, then nice. Then I'm guessing over the next 6 months, we should get the airdrop for zkSync. Try to do it, Carlos, and let me know if you can. If not, as I said, go to autos and try to add it. Try to connect your wallet and then switch to zkSync. That should work. Or maybe Uniswap. I don't know if Uniswap has it. Uniswap.org. Let me double check. I'm not seeing it. Looks like they don't have it. Yeah. So try with Chainless or others. You should be able to do so. Or maybe Orbiter also. Use a bridge and then select. So for example, I would do this. Do zkSync. It should add the option also automatically for you to use zkSync. So for Orbiter, as I said, we're going to be sending some funds to zkSync Lite. 50 bucks is how much? 0.2? 2060 by 0.02, 41. I think that should be enough. So confirm and send. And again, we're adding one transaction on zkSync and also one transaction on Orbiter. My pleasure, my man. My pleasure. Welcome, welcome. So confirm. There we go. And let me look for... Well, let's see if there is anything on Zigzag that we can use. I mean on zkSync Lite. No, this has a TVL pretty low. So let me just look for zkSync Lite. Okay, so Zigzag is the only one that I am finding. And they already have a token, unfortunately. But you can take a few transactions there. Yeah, every live will be recorded. Whoa, they are recorded. By the end of the day, you will find the recording. Yesterday, it also has a record. So just click on my profile on YouTube and then go to live and you will see the one from yesterday and then today. Let's go ahead and connect. Should have my funds. It will ask you to switch to Ethereum. Sign. Okay, so since it is the first time that we're using zkSync, we do have to pay a fee, which is $4.52. That is like an activation fee that you have to pay. It is not coming from Zigzag, it is from zkSync. So just for you to know. And now that we have our funds, let's see. Okay, yeah, we have our funds. So let's go ahead and purchase some ETH. I'm gonna do like, I guess it would be selling ETH, yeah. Let's see. What is the amount that I have? 36. So let me do like 22, something like that. And as you can see, the network fee is 41. So I could even push it a little bit higher, 25. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Sign. And there we go. So now I have my first transaction on zkSync Lite. The goal is just to do this over and over. So maybe tomorrow we take another transaction. To be honest, there's really nothing else that you can do on zkSync Lite, but it is still very important to do so. So again, with $25, you come here, you take a few transactions per week, try to push it above maybe, I don't know, $500 if you can do so. I don't think they're gonna be adding a volume requirement on zkSync. It might be just like Arbitrum that you just needed to take a few transactions. So maybe anywhere between 10 and 25 transactions I think would be good. And we have a lot of time to do so. Like until 2024, there is a lot of time. Where it is, Zigzag. There we go, Zigzag, yeah. So order history, you can see that I took one transaction and that's it. Actually nothing else. If you want to, you can also take a limit order just to spice it up a little bit, or maybe take some more transaction with other coins like USDC, USDT, DYDX, and many others. But again, the goal here is really not to make money, just to take some volume and add more transactions on zkSync Lite. That's it. And as I mentioned, you can also track your transaction on Orbiter. So if I come here, I do Orbiter, to zkSync, bridge, let's do farming, 11/28/2023. I know that I still need to add my other transactions. The amount was what, $42, I think? And I don't remember how much I paid for that transaction. Let me see if I can find it. zkSync. It was 43 and I paid 25 cents, so not bad at all. 25, 43.71, I think, something like that. And if you want to, you can also then do blockchain 2, zkSync Lite. Since we sent our funds to zkSync Lite, you can see it will add the information here automatically. You can also click on farming just to make sure, and all the transactions will be added. Oh, let me go ahead and change all those, so we actually switch it just for showing you guys the process. And that's it. There we go. So this is actually going up a little bit, pretty good. I think I'm gonna be leaving it as it is for maybe a few more minutes. But there you go. I think just for today, that is actually enough. So we farmed Tiva. We added some more volume on Odos. We added volume on zkSync Lite. We use Orbiter, so we are farming Orbiter. What else we use? I think that's it. Oh, also the review. So again, 4 projects plus zkSync, 5 projects in just one day. Obviously, this is something that you can do a little bit quicker if you're not on a video, just like myself. Most likely in like 15 or 20 minutes, you should be done. What's happening with your ETH trade? Should be at the same position. ETH lagging right now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it should be up. I don't know. But hey, I only have 0.25 ETH, so I don't think I'm gonna be making crazy money from this. And yes, gas fees are extremely expensive, guys. I don't know what the heck is happening, but zkSync, it is getting quite expensive. The only chain that I think is not that expensive is Optimism, and then BNB, so Binance Smart Chain. Usually they are not that expensive. Optimism is super cheap, to be honest. It is not bad at all. That's why actually I'm gonna be adding a lot of money into Optimism. That is a project that I want to be holding for the long run. So yeah, make sure that you take a screenshot of this. So whenever you're taking your transaction, you have like a guide of what you should be doing. I would be using this for all my projects whenever I'm farming a blockchain. So it would be the same for zkSync, for Menta, for Scroll, for PGN, what else? Linea, and many others. Obviously, whenever I'm farming a small project like Li-Fi or the Review, I am not planning to add $10,000 in volume, but I'm still going to be adding maybe $1,000 in volume, maybe use it for 2 to 3 months, and then take maybe 5 to 10 transactions, and that's it. Oh yeah, Solana, obviously. I actually forgot about Solana. Yeah. But OP, man, I really like OP. My only issue with OP is that OP looks like a serious blockchain. And whenever we have a blockchain that they are not adding a lot of rug pulls, a lot of scams, there is not a lot of money flowing in. Because Ethereum, there is a lot of money into Ethereum because there is a lot of rug pulls. There is a lot of fake projects. There is a lot of meme coins. So that's why there is a high TVL on Ethereum. That's why. But Optimism really looks like a serious project, to be honest. I would love if they start adding some rug pulls and some meme coins so we can see a lot of TVL moving in. Farmlinea, it doesn't, it has an internet contract voyage going on, and they said the points will basically be a token. Yeah, I am farming Linea. I am. Not on this wallet. We're going to be doing it in the future, so over the few weeks. But yes, I already have, I think, 4 wallets with Linea. Do you use Velodrome on OP? I actually like Velodrome. I hold some Velodrome token, but I don't know what is happening. It looks like the price is just crashing and crashing, but I do like it, and I do think it is a pretty good project. But I do hold some Velodrome. I think like to 3,000 tokens of Velodrome. Also, Manta gas fees, you need to edit to get cheaper gas and use Rabbi with your airdrop. Yeah, Manta fees are just crazy. Usually I drop the gas fees on Manta because it doesn't really make sense. Usually they're like $3.50, $4, 2.50. Like the only transaction that I took on Manta, the cheapest one, I think it was like $2, and that is not cheap at all. Well, let's go ahead and do that tomorrow. Let's go ahead and farm Solana tomorrow. Since we don't really need a lot of funds on Solana, let's do it tomorrow. So tomorrow, 2 p.m., we're going to be farming some Solana. Yeah, I think we're going to be doing that. We're going to be farming some Solana. So guys, do some homework. Maybe bring some projects that you guys like that are tokenless, so we can add some volume on some of these projects. Obviously, Solana is not tokenless, so we're not going to be farming Solana, but at least we're going to be farming some of these projects. Man, to be honest, I also don't understand the V3 concept. I'm actually too dumb for that. Jupiter, they already have the snapshot, so I'm not going to be farming Jupiter. They're going to have an airdrop, but they already have the snapshot. So if you get involved with it right now, you're not going to be receiving anything. Jupiter just have the snapshot. Let's see, filter by chain. Let's add Solana. Question, Ben. Whoa, 2 questions. Are you actually the one from Twitter? Bend over? Because that would be crazy. I think I follow you on Twitter. And second, Hyperliquid, I think it is a staking platform, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. So this is Solana. Let me go ahead and switch. So we have, yeah. So the one that I actually like are Drift. O1, I think they're tokenless. Atrix is tokenless, but they started the project 2 years ago. So what the heck, they're waiting for a token launch. Well, I don't know if they have a token. Most likely they have. We would have to double check that. Open book. How the heck do you say this? Duar, I guess. This is, which is a DEX. Fluxbeam, another DEX. Penguin, another DEX. So we do have a lot of projects that we can farm here. Probably like 8 or 10 projects. Nice, 26 million. Not bad. That's great. Not bad at all. Let me go ahead and check the website. Let me close this. Trade perpetual seamlessly. Oh no, it is a perp. Yeah, my bad. Low fees, up to 50x leverage. Let's see. And I think it is on Sol, right? No. MetaMask. Okay. What are the blockchain for Hyperliquid? What are the blockchain below for Hyperliquid? Points. Nice. Okay, cool. So that means if we use it, we're gonna be earning some points. Interesting. Okay. Vault. Okay. Well, nice. Awesome. So let's go ahead and farm this tomorrow. And then we're going to be adding some volume also on Solana, on some of these projects. Cool. Pretty cool. Great. So that's a wrap. Tomorrow, Hyperliquid, and then some Solana projects. Maybe 1 or 2 transactions on zkSync. And then we're going to move to Solana so we can add some more volume there. And then maybe add some LP to leave there over the weekend. I think we should do this live stream until Thursday or Friday. We might see. It really depends. Mine, actually. The bird sound is mine. It's mine. I don't have birds, but I do have a lot of birds around my house. Yeah. Oh no, I think it is coming from here. No, it is from Tibera. My bad. It is actually from the website. No, but I do have a lot of birds. But no, it was coming from this. My bad. Really, it looks like I live in a zoo. We have a lot of dogs and also birds around my house. Well, that's a wrap, guys. If you don't have any questions, let's go ahead and finish this stream and come back tomorrow so we can farm other things. Obviously, if you guys want to do some more transaction and play with your wallet, go for it. Always make sure that you're using the right website, that you're not interacting with a fake website so you don't lose your funds. And let's make some money. Oh yeah. Obviously, I used to live in downtown. Man, I hated it. I really hated it. I left downtown, I think like 2 years ago. Man, it was the best thing ever. Best thing ever. Yeah, it is at a small loss. Maybe like $1 or $2. That's okay. I'm okay with that. 58 cents. I'm cool with that. That's okay. So yeah, take care, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. Again, join the Discord. I still have to add you guys individually, so just wait a little bit. But you can add me on Discord so we can continue to have some more chat. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Happy farming, guys.